What's up, everybody? Okay, let's get right into it.
Let's
Let's go.
I'm on Milo
Yeah.
I'm on Kilo I go psycho bitch. Watch me psych your bitch. Watch me press that bitch. Then I press that bitch. Got the private bitch. Got one for the zip. Got that private band. Got one for my bitch. Lil' boy hit like bleach. Lil' boy did my bitch. Got me mad shit. So I slapped the bitch. I ain't even having to cook. Yeah.
All right. This was tougher than it looks, but shout out to Archangel Ivory. So anytime that people support, I always appreciate it. As you know, I am in the process of putting out a manga next year. Sort of. It's a comic. It's going to be color and everything. So, but it's going to be some next level shit. And anyway, so any donations, kind of things, support, I always appreciate it. I don't come on here asking for money and all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of waiting until obviously I put the comic out and people buy, support it, and love it because that's really what I want to do. But if you do decide to throw some dollars my way, there are obviously going to be uses for it. So I appreciate Archangel, just pretty much donating anything. And he asked, I'm assuming it's a he, but he asked, would love maybe a top 10 Playboi Carti songs, including leaks. Now, I will just preface this and say if you buy me a coffee and ask me a request that I think that people don't want to watch, I have to reserve the right to not do it because at the end of the day, it's this is all for everybody. But I can probably figure out another way to help out. We can come up with a different topic. But I do think that y'all like Cardi. Some of you, anyways. I know not all of you are into Cardi, but quite a few amount of y'all like Cardi. So I thought, okay, why not talk about this? Now, this was very difficult. I have to say, I spent quite a bit of time on this because I love Cardi's music. I really do. I don't so much like the newer stuff. I haven't liked really a new Cardi song in many years now, which is funny, like in at least like 6 years or so. But that period of 2017 to like 2020 or so, I mean, Cardi couldn't miss almost. And I absolutely loved his beats. You know me, I'm a beat guy. So, number one, to me, are you doing something different with your beats that's catchy, interesting? Are you rapping on evocative beats? And then is your voice, your style, something about that? I mean, somebody said, oh, I remember I read a comment somewhere. It was actually a pretty good comment, all things considered. But the person was trying to somewhat clown me. He was like, you only like glitzy, pretty boy bars, pretty boy sort of gangsta bars. And I kind of thought about it and I said, the person does have a point. I would argue that again, I've said this many times, but I got into hip hop like really seriously through Mace, right? I mean, I was listening to rap a little bit before that, but before that, I was a kid. I was listening to whatever. I was listening to MJ a lot. I was listening to James Brown, whatever my dad was playing, Bob Marley, music from Ivory Coast, whatever. But the first rap album that I went out and was like, I'm paying for this. I really want to hear this was Harlem World, Mace. And that's pretty fly, gun bars, glitzy shit. Now, does that mean that that's the only type of rap I like? Obviously not. You guys have seen my channel. You know that I love all of what hip hop has to offer, whether it be the conscious shit, right? The gangster stuff, the turn up stuff. I like it all, right? If you're dope, you're dope. The comedic shit, right? I love it all. But what I do think is interesting about hip hop, and for those of y'all who don't know the album I'm talking about, let me pull it up. Mace, Harlem World, Harlem World, um, because this is actually, I mean, this was to me, this is actually rap at its core in a lot of ways. Now, does that mean that? Uh, Let me preface that. I think rap has always been about being fly. Like to me is the an essential part of being a rapper, right? You go back to Melly Mel, Kaz, they were fly. Them niggas was fly. Okay, so they rapped on hard beats. That's a fact, right? All that, like, so that's that b-boy energy, right? I'm trying to remember, there was a line. Anyways, there, that energy to me is so crucial to hip hop that you gotta have that actually, and then from there you can sprinkle in maybe some political shit, some whatever. But if you don't have that glitzy, street sort of, fun energy thing, to me, it's never gonna work. So anyway, but Cardi does embody a lot of that pretty boy aesthetic, no doubt about it. So, anyways, I thought to myself, let me try and figure out the best 10 songs that I like. I played RIP. RIP is one of my favorite, but that was like an honorable mention, number 10, or I should say number 11. So, I'm going to go down the list, and the first thing I'm going to do is just talk about the ones that were released. And I will do a separate video following this one up about the unreleased stuff, because I also think that Cardi has a very interesting unreleased, unfinished side of him. So let me go through this list and see what I can come up with for my best ones. Now, I can't say I'm going to play every single song because honestly, it'll take forever. But I would say that we did RIP. So let me see. Let me just make sure I have my list. Okay. Now, it's interesting, but my favorite songs are on basically Cardi's, two albums, right? Self-titled being one of them. So let's see, self-titled, and I'll show you the list here. But self-titled has quite a lot of them. So location. I love the way that beat kicks in. I really wish the old video was up for those of y'all, if you know, the video of Interstellar. I think that is honestly the dopest version of the video that they could have done for location, right? I love this shit, man. This is one of those records that grew on me. At first when I heard it, I was kind of like, huh? Especially again, because he wasn't really, that ad lib style. He wasn't saying nothing in a way, but this beat is just freaking retarded, man. And again, hip hop is about the beats, man. You got to start there. If you really want to love this genre, you got to start with the fucking beat. It's the truth, because that's how hip hop started. I shout out to Melly Mel, but he has some videos on his Instagram where he's talking about hip hop, the origins of it, and things like that. They're very insightful. But these are things that I would say that if you're into hip hop, you kind of already know. And hip hop started with the beat. It started with the DJs, right? The DJs put on the beat, and the b-boy, the dancers. So this is before rapping. So again, when I talk about music that's rugged, that makes you dance a certain way because it's hip hop, and people go, "No, you don't know what you're talking about." It's like, no, actually, you don't know what you're talking about. Respectfully. So you got to have them beats, man. Anyways, location, absolutely one of my favorite Cardi records. What? You can just have in my car. Billy Coop. What? Billy Coop riding with stars.
I keep it like a cop.
Hey.
She hit the top in the drop. Yo, hey. Diamonds they wet on my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Diamonds they wet on my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Diamonds they wet on my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. What?
That beat, man. It's like, it's so fly. It's like ethereal. It's majestic. Majestic. It's like, like he's like floating. It's like, tats on my neck and my arm. Welcome to the flyest one. Again, you got to be flying hip hop, man. It's the essence of this rap shit. Anyway, I love location. Let's see here. Magnolia, obviously, I love. That was on my list. Look at these niggas. Yeah. Looking, I love. Now, Woke Up Like This. This is my favorite Cardi record ever. Ever. Okay? Shout out to Pierre Bourne. He put his foot in that beat. This is top 5 beat that I've heard from the new school in a way. Like, it's just, I think it's phenomenal. Okay, I absolutely love everything about Woke Up Like This. It's a hip hop beat, has that rock energy, which I feel like a fair amount of people try to copy, Juice World and them. But anyways, to me, this shit is like peak Cardi. So number one, obviously for me, is Woke Up Like This. What else? New Choppa, I love. Anyways, I love that shit. And Lame Niggas. Dun, dun, dun. Lame Niggas is dope, man. Like, you'd be surprised how well this sounds at the foot. Like, I've heard this out. Like, I heard this at a club in Montreal recently. Well, not recently, but within the last, let's say, year and a half or something. I just happened to be in Montreal one time. And somebody played it. And I was like, oh, man, I'm so glad you're playing this right now. It wasn't at a club. It was like a lounge or something like that, but it was just fly. just cool, man. Simple, but almost gives you that lounge vibe,
I ain't fucking with these lame niggas. I heard you talking to the lame niggas. I see you walking with
fire. Yeah, this is one of my favorite all-time Cardi records for sure. I love this beat. They should have done a video for this one because I think this is easily one of Cardi's best songs. It just, again, I've played the song before, so you guys already know the deal, right?
Young pretty ass nigga, young ass nigga, young pretty nigga.
Shorty wanna ball with the tick. Money sitting tall, y'all mean what? Shorty wanna kick it with the team. I got all this walk on me. Shorty wanna ball with the team. Money sitting tall, y'all mean what? Shorty wanna ball with the team. Money saying tall, y'all mean what? I'm counting all the squad on me. Counting all the squad on me. Sipping on that
this shit is hard. It's just comfortable. It's so easy to get into, man. I love this shit. So that kind of rounds it up for the self-titled. But self-titled to me is still his best project. Would I call it a classic? Well, let me see how many records are superb on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dude, that shit's dope. I'll add that. 6, 7, 8. It's close. It's close. I mean, if you called it a classic, I wouldn't be mad at it because it's very close. But again, I say this is the second best album any rapper has dropped since Live Love ASAP. Certainly, to me, it's like self-titled, Live Love ASAP. The best shit the new school has come out with. Coincidentally, both rappers all tie back to ASAP Rocky, right? Or ASAP Yams, or whatever if you want to call it that. So, there you go. I mean, they to me, they're the pinnacle of this new rap era. All right, so Die Lit, I don't like it as much as self-titled, but I certainly like it. And to me, this is like the last Cardi album that I would like let someone play just let it run, if that makes sense. So my favorite song on here, Old Money, New Oh. You need a code just to come in here. Playboi. I love this shit, man. Old Money is my shit. Shooter, of course. No, it's my time. I mean, Uzi killed this, right? And Cardi killed this. Woke up and went, with the crew, what it do or some shit. That stuff's fucked. Come on. This is easily one of Cardi's best records. Easily. Like, obviously he performs this all the time because why wouldn't he, right? I would argue this was probably a top 5 Cardi record. Woke Up Like This and Shooter's on that list because it's just, man, it just gets you amped. And it's one of those, I have to say, the production on it is brilliant because even though there's like no drums or no beat, quote unquote, before Cardi comes in, it still amps you up. It's so well done. Because honestly, this song could have not worked. There's a lot of ways this could have just completely flopped.
Yeah. Now it's my time. Now is my time.
Silent sounded like Christmas and all that shit. And again, it's just because the energy in the piano or whatever is going on, there's still some energy there. So you're like, you know. But of course, once it pays off with a beat, then you're like, oh. Because again, if you're gonna make me wait for them drums and that bass to kick in, that beat better be dumb. Or else I'm gonna feel like you wasted my time. And this is a perfect example of the payoff is huge here.
We had to next week. No, I had to let her go, cause she can't arrest me. Walk on with my toolie, what do you do? Meet me in the alley with the troops. I got red shooters, I got blue. Let that thing down and point at you. Leaving all the Rari on that too. We gon' ride the bank, free the loop. We gon' take your boy back to school. Money on the floor just like the shoes.
I love this.
Money on the floor just like the shoes. I'ma fuck it that she just swell, I'ma fuck it that she just swell, Yeah, and I love my guns. Yeah, and I love my toes. Yeah, and I love my lose. Yeah, fuck with me and you gon' lose. Don't talk to me, just talk to Molly dudes. Don't talk to me, just talk to Molly dudes. Walk up with my toolie, what they do?
I love this shit, man. And again, you see how like fly and kind of welcoming. Again, he's not, one song locked up and all this bullshit. It's fun. It's fly. This to me is rap, man. Let me see what the comments are here. All the blind people probably think this music video going crazy right now. This guy got 60 mil views with no video. Okay? Just a black screen. Because the music is fucking ill, bro. I mean, I'm sure there's bots involved, of course, whatever. But the truth is, man, this shit is just fire. It's just fire. Shout out to GTV Network. I did my interview with them and all that. But, this is when I talk about Toronto rap being trash, no Toronto rapper, with the exception of Drake to a certain extent, you gotta come with that hot shit, man. This is when and then you ask me to listen to some Toronto rapper. It's like, shut up, man. Your stuff's garbage. You gotta come with that new shit. Especially you're outside of America. You gotta come with something that's really that heat. You can't just follow along and then be mad that you're too much on the dick of America. Yeah, and what? What are you gonna do about it? You want to be heard. Like, make some hot shit. I don't understand that behavior, man. Like, there are ways to make hot shit. Trust me. You just gotta actually put in the effort. But a lot of people don't want to put in the effort. Anyways, I fucking love this record. Shoota's top 5. Now, on here, what else do I really like? These are all okay records, but they're nothing that I would like really go back to. Oh, No Time. No Time is insane. That beat is insane. And then Gunna Kills It. That's one of easily the best songs on here, and certainly one of Carti's best songs. So I would say that those are my list right there. I would, essentially Woke Up Like This, number 1. Lame Niggas, Location, Shooter, No Time, Looking. Look at these. New Chopper, Yamin, Magnolia, and Old Money. Those are my top 10 Carti records that is officially released. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you haven't checked out Carti, I would say listen to those songs. Any one of those songs might move you. But to me, that's his best shit. And I will cut this and come back with y'all for the unreleased, okay? Because that's the unreleased stuff is actually even more interesting in a way. All right, talk to y'all. Love y'all. Peace.